Tupac Amaru Shakur, born on June 16, 1971, in East Harlem, New York, was originally named Lesane Parish Crooks. His mother, Afeni Shakur, a prominent member of the Black Panther Party, renamed him after the 18th-century Peruvian revolutionary Tupac Amaru II. The political activism of his family had a deep impact on Tupac's worldview from a young age. Raised amid poverty, instability, and political struggles, he often moved between different cities, including New York, Baltimore, and later the West Coast. In Baltimore, Tupac attended the Baltimore School for the Arts, where he studied acting, poetry, jazz, and ballet. He demonstrated an early talent for performing arts and developed a passion for poetry, which would later shape his lyrical style. While at this school, he befriended Jada Pinkett, later Jada Pinkett Smith, who became a lifelong friend. However, Tupac's life took a drastic turn when his family moved to Marin City, California. In the West Coast's rough neighborhoods, he faced increased exposure to crime, gang culture, and drugs. Tupac's entry into the music world began when he joined Digital Underground, a hip-hop group based in Oakland, as a roadie and backup dancer in the early 1990s. His talent soon shined through, and he began rapping with the group, making his debut on their 1991 track, Same Song. That same year, Tupac released his solo debut album, Tupacalypse Now. The album was unapologetically political, tackling issues such as police brutality, systemic racism, and urban hardship. Songs like Trapped and Brenda's Got a Baby conveyed the grim realities faced by many African Americans. Despite its critical acclaim, Tupacalypse Now stirred controversy due to its candid portrayal of violence and its perceived anti-establishment stance. The album was even denounced by then U.S. Vice President Dan Quayle, who stated, "There's no reason for a record like this to be released. It has no place in our society." Far from hindering his career, the controversy helped cement Tupac's image as a raw and fearless voice of the streets, leading to increasing recognition in the music industry. By the mid-1990s, the rap scene was embroiled in an infamous feud between the East Coast and West Coast hip-hop communities, which Tupac became deeply involved in. Initially, he had a friendly relationship with Christopher Wallace, also known as the Notorious B.I.G., an emerging rapper from New York. However, on November 30, 1994, Tupac was shot 5 times in a robbery at Quad Recording Studios in Manhattan. Surviving the attack, he accused Biggie, Sean Diddy Combs, and other associates of being involved or at least aware of the setup. This incident fueled a bitter rivalry between Tupac and Biggie, transforming what was once a regional rivalry into a personal vendetta. Tupac signed with Death Row Records, a powerful West Coast label led by Suge Knight, known for its aggressive business tactics and association with gang culture. At Death Row, Tupac released the double album All Eyes on Me in 1996, which became one of the best-selling rap albums of all time. The album's track California Love, featuring Dr. Dre, and the diss track Hit 'Em Up were widely recognized. In Hit 'Em Up, Tupac openly taunted Biggie, claiming to have had an affair with Biggie's wife, Faith Evans, and making incendiary remarks about Bad Boy Records. The rivalry reached a deadly peak on September 7, 1996, when Tupac was shot multiple times in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas after attending a Mike Tyson boxing match. He was riding in a car with Suge Knight when a white Cadillac pulled up alongside their BMW at a red light and fired. Tupac was hit in the chest, arm, and thigh, suffering critical injuries. He was rushed to the hospital and placed in a medically induced coma, but succumbed to his injuries 6 days later, on September 13th, at the age of 25. The murder investigation has been shrouded in controversy and speculation. Some theories suggest the involvement of the East Coast hip-hop community, while others point to Suge Knight and internal disputes at Death Row Records. Allegations of gang involvement have also surfaced. Despite various leads and multiple theories, the case remains unsolved, leaving many questions about who was responsible and why. Although his life was cut tragically short, Tupac's impact on music and culture has been profound. He was known for his lyrical prowess, his ability to weave deeply personal experiences with broader social and political commentary. Tupac released 5 studio albums during his lifetime, with a vast number of posthumous releases, including the Don Killuminati. The 7-Day Theory, which came out shortly after his death under his alter ego Machiavelli. His posthumous discography has kept his voice alive, featuring previously unreleased tracks and reworks of his recordings. Apart from music, Tupac showed his versatility as an actor, with notable roles in films like Juice, 1992, where he played a troubled young man named Bishop, and Poetic Justice, 1993, where he starred alongside Janet Jackson. His performances revealed a depth to his character beyond his music, showing that he could embody the struggles and emotions of those who lived in America's inner cities. Tupac's influence extends far beyond his era, with countless artists citing him as an inspiration, not just for his music, but also for his activism and commitment to social change. He used his platform to address injustices faced by African Americans, with his songs offering raw insights into life in marginalized communities. His lyrics continue to resonate, and his life story remains a symbol of both the power and the pitfalls of fame. The unresolved nature of his murder also perpetuates a sense of mystery and legend around his legacy. In the world of hip-hop, Tupac is not only remembered as an iconic rapper but also as a poet, a philosopher, and a revolutionary spirit who used his artistry to challenge the status quo and speak up for those who were voiceless.